Imagine it's 3 a.m. and you have not slept longer than an hour and a half at a time in 3 nights. Your mind is telling your body to get out of bed, but inside you just want to scream at the top of your lungs. Shh, you say softly, slowly rocking the baby back to sleep. In that moment, I look down in the crib, crossing my fingers and praying that he stays asleep. I forget how exhausted I am for just a few seconds, and all I can do is smile. Hello everyone, my name is Mitchell Whelan, and I'm a new father. On May 24th, 2016, at 4:39 p.m., my beautiful 7-pound son was born. Some of you have already become parents, and to you I say congratulations, or sorry, depending on the day, right? Others may become parents someday, so I'd like to give you all my perspective on becoming a parent and my experience thus far. I hope that through my perspective, I will give you some insight into the life-changing experience of becoming a parent. 9 months is a blip in time in comparison to our lifespan. However, when waiting to meet your baby, it can feel like an eternity. I came home from work one Friday, and my wife told me she had gotten me a gift. Inside the wrapping was a cardboard box, and inside that box was something that changed my life forever. There was 3 positive pregnancy tests, one with 2 parallel lines, one with a plus symbol, and one with the word positive written on it. After finding out the great news, we held each other and laughed in excitement. However, it did not take long for a heavy feeling to come over me, as I knew how big of a deal this was. For most of the pregnancy, I worked a lot to prepare for the income changes we would experience. I couldn't help my mind from racing, thinking about my little guy all day long. I wanted to know everything, all at once. I wanted to be ready. I read all the baby books about what to expect when expecting. I prepared the nursery. We attended classes at the hospital. That big day was approaching fast. When my wife finally told me it was time, I couldn't control my emotions. Ready, set, push. My wife squeezed my hand as she pushed before each contraction. I will never fully understand the experience of delivering a child quite the same as she does, and for that I respect her tremendously. First comes the head. This was the 4th quarter. It's happening now. Breathe, push, I told my wife. Within seconds, my son was out. I was a father. It was real from that moment I heard him cry. He was purple at first, slimy, had his eyes closed, but I will never forget the first time I held him in my arms. There he was, half me and half my wife, so tiny and precious. This is the part where sleep as I knew it changed. I would now no longer be my first priority. I had never put anyone before myself like this before, and that takes some getting used to. Newborns are tough, but this was actually one of the easier parts of the year for me. Yes, you lose sleep, but it's mostly just about keeping him safe and comfortable. I had taken 6 weeks off to adapt and learn all about taking care of newborns. This helped with adjusting to my new schedule. Going back to work, to be honest, was a nice break. Not that I didn't enjoy spending time with my son, but I missed talking to grown-ups and not worrying about waking up a baby. Your social life will change. Those nights of going out on a weekday and staying out till 4 a.m. are pretty much over for me now. I was the first in my friend group to have a child and settle down, and I'm still waiting for them to get it. You have to balance your new life and responsibility with your old self. It can be difficult missing out at first. Becoming a parent has changed a lot for me, from the way I see the world to my idea of a good time. Ironically, I think more like my dad now. Seeing my son get bigger and bigger month after month and start to develop both physically and mentally is so rewarding. It's also scary, and I want to protect him from everything. I'm much more overprotective than I ever could have imagined. When he started crawling, things got interesting. The carpets had never been so clean. Simple things like electric cords were now the enemy. I missed the time he would just sit in my arms. But walking is the worst. When he started walking, things got really interesting really fast. Now, if you turn your back for a second, he's gone. I've gotten used to the fact that babies are durable, but those first few bumps and bruises are scary. This last year of my life has been incredible, learning so much about myself as a person as well as watching my son grow. There are always those parents who give you advice when you're expecting. Little did I know that most of that advice would ring true. There's nothing in this world that can compare to seeing your child born. My life has changed in multiple ways, and I hope that if you're already a parent, that you can relate. And if you're thinking about becoming a parent, buckle up. Thank you.